Hello everybody, hope that you are doing very well and welcome to today's cryptocurrency technical analysis, where here we are on the Sunday morning. We're going to zoom into the charts and I'm going to give you an analysis of what we can be trading over the next 24-48 hours as we approach the Monday open. Back with the stock market, back with the Bitcoin and back with the volume, I suppose. So with that said, hope that you really enjoyed this video. Going to try and keep it short. Famous last words. You all know what happens when I try and keep these videos short. So let's just get straight into it. Bitcoin. We've all absolutely been loving this environment over the past week. Obviously, off the back of that big move to the downside, we hit into our harmonic targets. And we obviously got that long opportunity. A few different ways that we could have took it off the 886, off the retest of the CC, off the reclaims of the daily, or even off the reclaim of the weekly. All of it leading to that long position, which we were updating from the last live stream that we done here on the public, which was Friday, where we were obviously joined by Mike, Igor and myself. It was a pretty fun one, if I say so myself. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And in that one, I gave you the one and only level to the upside that you needed to be aware of. That was the daily, $40,100. If you took attention, you knew we were long. You knew we were looking for higher. And that next level to the upside was really simply the daily, $40,100 given to you on an absolute silver platter. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you all know what happens next. There's no surprise right now, because when CC pulled, give a level, it gets respected, able to take those short positions. And look at this, that's the daily to the absolute dollar. I'll even show you this off of like a very, very low term time frame chart. 3-minute chart, here we are. Price builds its way up, taps into that daily for a wick on the 1-minute chart. We just wick onto that daily level. And that is obviously the reaction that we had off of it. It was the high of the current move. So make sure you're writing down the levels that we give you, because without a doubt, they're going to get respected. We obviously saw the pullback off of this level. Another move to the upside before another pullback. Let me just show you really interestingly these levels that we found support at. Low to high, into the CC. High to low, into the CC. You actually were given another harmonic to trade there, by the way. Okay, which looks like this. And you were obviously given, this is obviously a long opportunity. What was the confluence of this? You were at the channel low, you were at the range value area low, and you were at the harmonic target. So it's just like this opportunity in these markets, that when you start to recognize or once you start to have confidence in the levels that we give you, you're able to take these shorts from the levels that we've given. And then once you've learned our materials, you're able to take longs off the back of it. So for example, right now, absolutely possible. You can be long from the overall harmonic down at around that 35,000 level. You can have that short running from 40,000 off of the swing failure pattern off of the daily. You could then have a secondary long running off of a scalp account off of the low of the harmonic target of D. So it's like this it's just like this beautiful environment that even the intraday low and the intraday highs, I just need to emphasize how perfect this trading environment is when you know what you're doing. You're able to time lows, highs, major lows, major highs, these levels being given days, weeks in advance. So you're able to time the major highs and lows of this market. And on top of that, you're able to time the intraday lows and high of the market. It's amazing. It truly is a perfect trading environment right now. It's beautiful. And in the rest of today's video, I wanted to start off by giving you that, because I just thought, oh man, like for me and the people in the team, like that was pretty perfect. Not going to lie, what we've been having over the past 24 hours here, and this is even just on the weekend, but still pretty outstanding. Obviously, so you might be thinking, okay, so how can we continue to trade this over the next 24 to 48 hours? And that's what I'm going to cover next. First, I want to do really quick announcement. Announcement number 1 is that the Champions live stream tonight. If you want to get in the Champions live stream, that's obviously chartchampions.com. I will be going over updates on my current Bitcoin trade, the harmonic, which I gave last week in the Champions live stream, by the way, the long from $35,000. I'll be giving an update on that tonight and how we are going to continue to trade that over the next week to come. So if you want to see my trading update, what I'm looking for, and the actual trade that I'm in right now and how we're targeting that, I'll give that update in the Champions live stream tonight. The other way that we're kind of doing our videos is we're going to start to give shout outs to the members which are putting our teachings into practice. Okay, and so I want to do a quick shout out before I move on to the next segment, and that shout out is going to be for Barsh, because this was a really beautiful update. Obviously, the way that we do the money shots in the group now has now changed to give more educational help to everybody, the people learning, the people that are trading well. You know, people are really putting into detail why they're taking these longs, why they're targeting them. So shout out to Barsh, and this was off of the altcoins, actually, 2 altcoins. Here's Luna long and here's Gala long. Okay, you can see here how like you're putting the same theory into practice. You know, we're using the Atos, EXO, you know, the Fibonacci levels with the volume, and how you're able to come about these plans, timing lows, taking several take profits along the way, e.g. making the plan, trading the plan, not getting greedy on the way up, because a lot of people, they get into nice positions, they either close all of it too early or they do not close any of it and they get really nice profits that turn to loss. So this was just a brilliant example of having your plan from the beginning, trading the long when it hit the level, and then taking profits up along the way. Really well described, and you know, doing it not only on one altcoin, an absolutely massive gain on Luna, but also doing it on Gala as well. I just thought that was absolutely outstanding. And so yeah, today I wanted to give that shout out to Barsh. Well done, my friend, you're learning well and you deserve the respect. So there you go. Moving back over to Bitcoin now. So you might be wondering, yes, how can you be trading Bitcoin right now? You've obviously had already, in my opinion, the best trades in here. Easiest trade by far was obviously the short for the daily. That was the easiest trade you're ever going to see. And then obviously bringing it down to the harmonic was a fairly simple trade as well. So how can you be approaching this? Well, really simply, you can be approaching it in the same type of fashion. This daily is still a resistance level. You cannot be saying to yourself, oh yes, this daily is support, because we are below the level. You might be thinking to yourself, yeah, the more times you test this level, the weaker it's going to get, and eventually you break through it. Yeah, you can be imagining that, but until it's actually broken and holding a support, it's still a resistance level. Okay, so clearly over the next, you know, maybe it'd be the next 1 hour, be the next 24, 48 hours, this is still our level of resistance. Again, this is levels that we've been giving, you know, days in advance. So that's still our resistance. We can still be trading off that level. Of course, if you break above that resistance and you hold it as support, then that's known as your resistance support flip. That is naturally bullish. Okay, with breaking out of that, you would want to obviously be looking at your volume 100%. Okay, so this is what I would be doing. For example, if I have got an alert on that daily and we start to break above it, this is what I'd be looking at. Okay, I'm going to be coming in here, looking at the order flow, looking at the volume that's coming in, and making an informed decision of, you know, are we looking for that failed auction swing failure pattern? You know, is the volume on that breakout really low? And that's known as like this fake pump sort of thing. You know, you get people bullish, actually the volume's really low, you take the stops and then it plunges back down, like really quick fake out, big drop to the downside. The only way that you can recognize this is, of course, looking at the order flow. So that's what I would naturally recommend to people, that if you get the alert come off at the daily, come over, look at the order flow, make an informed decision based off of the volume, based off of the evidence that you have right in front of you with the volume that's coming in, and make a decision of, okay, is this a legit breakout? We can actually look for that resistance flip to support, look to trade it higher, or is this order flow really weak? Are we seeing no volume upon the breakout? And in that case, I'm either going to take a step back and no trade at all and see what happens next, or am I going to look for those aggressive short positions? That's what I would personally be doing. So that's the next, it's still the resistance at the moment. Of course, if we break and hold that, we can look up again. And in terms of support, that was a voice break. I'm going to leave that in. In terms of support, we of course still have that support off of the top of the single prints. The top of the single prints, they're coming in at around 37,000. Let's just say 37,750. For me, those single prints are ultra, we can say a very important support level, because as we all know, single prints, they are support. If we start to get acceptance into the single prints, then of course we're going to be looking to trade through all the single prints lower towards the weekly. So for me, the single prints that I just gave you there are the important support Okay, if we see acceptance, we look to trade it down to the weekly. And the level of resistance is currently the daily. Again, if we can break and hold that, hey, we're going to flip it from resistance into support. We can look to trade it, higher once again. I'll be going over the more of the swing trades, obviously, in the Champions live stream tonight. That's where I'll go over my swing trade plans. This video here today is just on the very, very short-term timeframes, reminding you of the levels that we've been trading over the past few days. The total respect and money that you can already be making off of this. You have to remember that was originally, if you just listen to us that we're going to the day, that was a 4% move to the upside, followed by a 4% move to the downside, followed by already a plus 2% coming on 3% move to the upside. So, you can make money while Bitcoin is going absolutely sideways, while most people are sleeping, bored, whatever it may be, calling it choppy environment. Oh, I can't trade this, it's too choppy. No, it's extremely well respected levels, and of course you could be making money literally right now as we're speaking if you understand how to trade a range. It's not too difficult, let's be honest. Anyway, I will end with asking you one question. That is, do you want to see a video on the altcoins? Obviously, we have been crushing altcoins recently. Luna, Gala, obviously myself on Cream. You probably saw that Cream trade. You probably saw the Atom trades. You probably see the Polkadot trades. If you want to see altcoin video, well, yes, we have been longing absolute loads of these moves. Shout out to the Atom trade from $21, $22. If you want to see a video on the altcoins, smash that like button as hard as you can right now. If this video gets 2,000 likes, I will give you an update on altcoins, okay? Update on altcoins. You probably saw this if you follow us on Twitter. If you don't follow us on Twitter, you need to be getting over there right now. But obviously, turning 2 Bitcoin to 18 Bitcoin in less than 2 weeks of Cream. If you want to know the story behind that, if you're in the group, you obviously know the story already. But if you're watching this as a free public video, you probably want to know the story of how we managed to find this one. It was pretty funny. But if you want an altcoin video in general, smash those likes, share the video out, and if it gets above 2,000, I'll bring you an altcoin analysis. A professional altcoin analysis. I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to give you an altcoin analysis of what we're looking for next on these altcoins. So if you want to see that, hit the like button. I'll remind you one final time, I'll leave this in the comments and the description down below to give us the follow of the updates on terms of the email updates. That's for our next big update, which is obviously launching next week, as well as if you actually do sign up to this, the free bonuses, you'll find out a bit more information about some of the altcoins that we're looking at. So there's a lot of value in signing up to that email list. We'll email you straight away my top altcoin picks. So if you want to know my top altcoin picks already, you can sign up for the mailing list and that will be emailed to you instantly, as well as obviously being aware of the updates that are coming over the next week. So that's pretty important. I'll leave that in the comments down below. And again, if you want to see the live stream tonight, I'll see you over in the group chartchampions.com. I'm just going to say thank you ever so much, everybody. I hope you paid attention from the last video, because if you did, you're a very happy man or woman, or everything in between right now. And I hope that you thoroughly enjoy the way of the trader to come. Thank you ever so much. I'm just going to wrap this up and say thank you, goodbye. And of course, no financial advice. We're just going over the paper trades in a non-financial advice, entertainment, educational purpose only video. Make sure you understand that. Hit that like button and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you, everybody, and goodbye.